The illegal elbow.
Elbow techniques.
This is the elbow.
An elbow from here. I'll throw the elbow.
Yeah, the illegal elbows.
All right, people, we're back, man. Illegal Elbow Radio. Another exciting episode for you guys, man. This is Brian from Illegal Elbow Radio, Illegal Elbow on Twitter.
And this is Dan from MMA Aftermath on Facebook and Twitter.
Gotta come to the UFC. Front and center here, man. A little bit of Fight Night 50 action.
Man, we needed it, bro. We needed it after the fucking 2 weeks of oversaturation and injury-plagued cards, you know?
Yeah. I want to pay a couple of little quick respects to prelims and lower stuff. Tateki Matsuda was fucking great in the Chris Beal fight. You know, his fight with Chris Beal. He was kicking Chris Beal's ass, and then Chris Beal was able to pull it out. You know, when it started going into the later portion of the fight. But big ups to Tateki, man. He looked great. Mark Delagrati was in his corner. Great coach to be had, man. Great striking coach, just all around, you know, great coach. But big props to him, man. Props to Chris Camozzi. Looked great in his fight with Rafael Natal. Looked great, man. Moraga, guillotine choke over Justin Scoggins. They both looked really good too, man. I got big hats off for Justin Scoggins because he was.
Yeah, and Moraga in that one. We broke that bitch down before we chose him too because it was a hard one to fucking pick.
Well, yeah, get into the main card, man, really.
Well, I fucking walked in and fucking, because we put it this way, the powers that be that night did not want us to fucking watch this event, okay?
No.
Because we were about to head over Cuz's house. We were going to have a big old fucking bash over there watching fights. I was like, Cuz, we're leaving, we're heading over. He's like, dude, power's out. And we're like halfway there, and I'm like, oh, fuck, bro. Brian's like, dude, I'm turning around. So we fucking turn around, and then he just dropped me off at my house. He's like, dude, I'm cruising back home, you know.
Well, no, check this
out.
out.
Here's a fucking wash, and take it over.
No, but I was just going to say, here's even the better part of the story, which really sucks if you're getting ready to get a party on and have a good time, whatever. We get to the store to pick up some beers to watch the fight to Dan's house. Yeah. I realize I got no wallet, no fucking bank card, not even an ID on me. I got nothing on me. No nothing. So if I got pulled over, I could tell them my driver's license number, all that shit, and just tell them, yeah, I totally forgot all my stuff. But we'll talk about the biggest kicker. You know what I mean? I'm like,
yeah.
Because I wanted to hang out, man. And by that time, I'm like, fuck yeah, let's hang out. Let's, have fun. And I'm like, okay, I got no beverages, no nothing. I could have hung out, but I was just about out of cigarettes too.
Yeah.
So, you know what I mean? It just looked to be like a fucking disaster of a night. I'm like, something didn't want us to be able to watch this fucking show together,
and the reason the fucking power was out, we had shit storms going through the fucking
through the whole week, man. Yeah.
So.
But hey, man, next time around, we get a sweet card that we're all looking forward to. We got to hook it up, man, for sure.
Oh yeah, maybe at the end. I don't know if maybe coming up. I don't know if we want to get together for the Bigfoot fucking Arlovsky Delio. I don't know.
Dude, that's a horrible fucking card.
Is it? Yeah, I haven't really looked at it. So.
It's not even worth doing a show on. Maybe a 3-minute show on how bad it is, and then we can hang it up. It's horrible, dude. I mean, it's worse than the last pay-per-view. I mean, which it's a free card, but so is this one. This Fight Night 50 was a free card. It's dumpster fire, man, like as you would say. Seriously, man, look it up. What is it? Arlovsky versus Bigfoot. I would say there's
garbage.
2 fights on there. I would say there's one fight I want to see in there. There's another fight that I could, on a percentage, I would say, 50% of me really wants to see it. But I could take it or leave it, basically. Let's look at it that way.
If I had other things better to do that night, I'm going to do them.
Dude, yeah, I'd rather just do a video on something, you know what I mean? A review video on...
Do some Patriots Pub fucking material. Maybe we can have our Patriots Pub meeting that weekend.
Yeah, really, because the card ain't going to be worth the time. Yeah. But this is another great example, people, coming up. The Arlovsky, on the 13th. Arlovsky versus, what's that called card? We might break down the Arlovsky fight. The Arlovsky Bigfoot fight. The rest of the card, I mean, not to disrespect the fighters, but we're talking in terms of a full fight card that you want to see. It's garbage, man. Mm-hmm. Like I said, I'm not trying to diss on the fighters. which that's what Dana would twist it into. These guys are disrespecting you, and no, it's you we're disrespecting.
Dude,
you're the one that's putting out this trash.
Fell on fucking hard times when it comes to cards here, and cards that make you want to fucking sit down and grab a seat and not move cards. You know what I'm saying? Where in the fuck are those? Are those coming, bro? Fucking A, man. We're gonna have to do a show about what the fuck's happening. To the middle of the year here, the middle of the UFC season here. It's fucking. It's hot garbage. It's a fucking dumpster fire. It's a fucking turd burglar. It's just
terrorist attack.
Yeah. It is.
No, but I mean,
terrorist attack on your fucking wallet sometimes,
Yeah, really.
But
but shit,
that being said, we'll see what's in the future though. But coming in here, man, did you pick Lozon coming into the Chiesa fight?
Yeah, it was a fucking good fight though.
Yeah,
man.
it was.
I was so bummed it got stopped. And Chiesa had a great chance at that, man.
He did, and Lozon was even trying to beat him at his own move there because he almost had his fucking neck there for a minute. But Chiesa was fucking well-versed in stopping that. But Joe Lozon, like he's known to do, starts out quick, man. He's fucking bringing it. He's bringing it. He's trying not to let any gas tank, later round situation where his power and quickness would fall off maybe. He's bringing it, wants to end it. And in the second round, I thought I seen Chiesa's eyebrow say something to the camera. I'm not sure. Maybe he said something to the doctor, like "stop it" or "hello." I don't know. But rest in peace, Chiesa's eyebrow, because I could see what he was thinking when I looked in there. Put it down.
Yeah, you can see his fucking brain. Yeah, I think he did say to the doctor. I think the cut looked at the doctor and said, "Man, turn your head and cough." No, but sorry. But it was a great fight, man. I hats off to Chiesa, man, because he looked great. Him being a younger fighter, 11-2. It's a nice record, man. It's great. So he's definitely, to me, he's above Prospect. No, he's much better than Prospect level, in my opinion, man. I think he looks great. Him in there against the Joe Lozon and looking that good. It's just Joe Lozon's. He knows how to strike, man. He knows how to slice your ass open, man. And if Joe Lozon didn't do that, it may have been a loss for Joe Lozon. You never know, man. I mean, because Chiesa fucking brought it, man. Holy shit, did he bring it? I overshot my my UFC welcome for Derek Lewis. Mm-hmm. I was so excited for this dude because I'm like, he's two knockouts in. I'm excited to see what this guy's going to bring. Hopefully he's good at learning lessons, because Mitrione barely had to do much to really put this guy out. And it's good for Mitrione, but it also kind of looks at, Mitrione even said it himself. He said in the post-fight interviews, post-fight press conference, he's like, well, I kind of dropped the ball when I was in there with bigger talent, to more top talent.
He also said, don't call me on my name. I'm a grown-ass man.
Right. Yeah. But, short night for Derek Lewis, man. Great win for Mitrione, man. Anything you want to throw at that, man?
No, we went over it. And I did pick Lewis. But we went over it. And I said, go back. People can go back. I said, Mitrione has been known to freight train motherfuckers. Like, do a football tackle type of deal. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, just fucking run at somebody. That's what he did to this guy. He caught him, and he put his whole fucking weight into whatever it was. I think he hit him. He just grazed him with a
hit him with a forearm.
Like a forearm shiver, dude. Hit him with the forearm shiver. Fucking done. Followed it up with some fucking heavy hands on the ground, and fucking it was if I'm not mistaken, fucking Lewis tried to get up and fucking fell right the fuck back down after he ate one of those fucking shots, dude. And
he was
finished it up, fucking rappa.
Yeah, he wasn't getting out of that. I mean, even if the ref let it go on, and this is kind of one of them things where it's like people, it's too quick of a stoppage, quick stoppage. Guys, a ref's gonna know at least whatever, 7, 8 times out of 10, ref's going to know, okay, this guy's not going to find his way out of this. I got to stop it now.
No. And not only that, bro, this is 250-pound guys with the hardest fucking punching strength in any division. You don't want to wind up with anybody with a drool cup at the end of this fight, okay?
Yeah.
Or on a fucking respirator. Okay.
No sense in maiming somebody. Yeah, it's not.
It's dudes fucking tried to get up, fucking basically got hit, went down back on his belly. Time to stop it. Sorry. People can cry. I don't give a shit. But like you're saying, bro, there's no need.
Yeah. It's a proper stop. It's just like the next fight. You know, and before we get into this, man, I want to tell everybody, I did a quick video of Alistair Overeem and Ben Rothwell. It's on YouTube. If you just search Overeem versus Rothwell, you should find it. And I got a couple of thumbs down for this too, because people on YouTube actually expected that to be the fight. And it's like, if you're a moron, you'll expect it to be the actual fight. But you're an idiot to think that anybody's going to post an actual fight on there, because they're going to cut your channel off.
Yeah, they're going to give you a strike at least.
Right. And so I put Overeem versus Rothwell. I showed Ben Rothwell's cute little dance at the end of the fight, and
his little wave off when he got up, you like fucking waved him off like that wasn't shit.
Yeah, and it really wasn't, man.
No,
fucking
really
Ben
wasn't.
Rothwell barely even broke a sweat, dude.
No.
And Overeem's chin was exposed again and again. But basically, that video up there, search MMA Breakdown or search, like I said, Overeem versus Rothwell, man, and check it out. Like I said, it's got Ben Rothwell's little dance in the beginning, so you'll know you'll get the right video. And then it goes to me talking about it. But enough about that. Overeem came in with real light strikes. Mind you, he came in less than he's come in, less weight than he's come in a long time. He's used to usually around the 255, 257 range. He came in like 240, 246 or something like that. So it's just proof that, man, if this guy doesn't have any PEDs or anything pumping in his ass, to fluffing him up, he's gonna go down in weight, man. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised, if he's gonna go down even more, because he's naturally not that huge of a guy. You look, obviously him getting older, yeah, he's probably gonna gain a little bit of weight. You know what I mean? You're less likely to, a natural person, you're gonna grow. You know what I mean? You get in your, late 20s to late 30s.
Yeah, your metabolism starts slowing down.
Exactly. So you start to fill out, you start to grow a little bit. So yeah, he probably is. I mean, his natural weight obviously is much more than when he was light heavyweight. When he was back in his fucking primo submission days, when he was submitting guys over in Pride and shit like that. But now, him being a heavyweight, this is the lightest he's ever been. You know what I mean? Which is not by much, but he's still very light, and to me, he looks smaller, too. But coming in here, Ben Rothwell, was taller than him. It looked like, anyway. Of course, Overeem's got a lower stance, so...
No, he just looked bigger, man. Ben looked fucking like a true heavyweight, man. He looked like a fucking big old bear, dude.
And he's got a great chin on him, dude. So I don't see him, getting into a title shot or anything like that. He could prove me wrong, but I don't see him getting into title shot status. But I'm sure before he's done, dude, guy's only 32 years old. I'd love to see him get in a good area, just to enjoy some good fucking heavyweight fights. Because this guy, as long as he doesn't fuck off and get into PEDs again, which he's been talking about. Hey, I'm in a great spot. I love my trainers. I get great support from my wife. That was a bad point in my life where I did that. I learned my lesson. I'm not doing that shit anymore. I'm in a really good spot in life. He actually went on about it quite a bit. It was almost getting kind of tiresome. It was like, okay, you can stop. But you could tell the guy's happy. The guy's really happy where he's at. So that's great for his career. You know what I mean? So I'm excited to see what Rothwell's going to bring, man, really. Because I think he's got very heavy hands, man. He's proved that in the beginning of his career. So, I mean, him just growing older, more experienced, we could see some big things coming out of Rothwell. Who knows, man? Say what you're thinking, bro. Cap it off.
No, coming in, man. As soon as it started, I was like, okay. I picked get fucking Rothwell against the fence, do some fucking knees. That shit wasn't happening, dude. He was doing flying knees at Ben Rothwell's fucking midsection. Ben Rothwell, I seen Ben Rothwell. He felt one of those knees. And I was like, oh, this is a good strategy. Did fucking Overeem stay with that strategy? No. He wanted to get into fucking little punching strategy, which the whole time Overeem was looking like he was trying to save his chin. He was not trying to put his chin in danger, dude.
Yeah.
He didn't look like the regular Overeem where he was confident, come in there, do some Muay Thai shit, like he was a champion back in K1, doing that type of shit. No. And even when he got knocked out the first time, his fucking head movement and defense is fucking atrocious, dude. And Ben was sitting there. If you watch it back, Ben was sitting there with his hand in an uppercut, like an uppercut, just holding it in an uppercut motion.
Yeah.
Like, just waiting. Just had that right, just waiting to land.
Yeah.
It was like, it's not.
It's a matter of time.
It's not if it's going to happen, it's when it's going to happen. Kind of waiting thing. He wasn't worried, calm. Overeem looked like a scared little bitch, dude. I'm sorry. Like, I don't want to get tagged. And when he got tagged, he went out like a bitch. And fucking Ben Rothwell brung his ass down to Pound Town, dude. Okay? And fucking finished that chin. He touched him on the top of the head, grazed his ass, which his chin, I think Overeem's chin extends all the way up to the back of his head. So you touch any of that area, it's all like if you marked it, it'd be all red in that area. Cannot be hit in that area.
His entire head is a chin, yeah.
Yeah, his whole head is made of porcelain, put it that way. And when he went down to the ground and fucking finally got the chin shattered when Ben Rothwell was raining in some shots, that was it, man. As far as I'm concerned, at this level of talent, I'm not saying, like you're saying, I'm not saying Ben Rothwell is a fucking cane beater, a cane fucking title, a champion, a champion,
right.
A contender, or anything like that. Yeah, you got to go through guys like JDS, fucking Cain Velasquez, people like this, before you even start, calling all this shit out. Yeah, you did good, but you did good against the guy that is just degraded down to he could get beat by a lot of motherfuckers right now, okay, in this division. And
I think Overeem should. I got to go back to my heavyweight list, and I don't know, man. I'm not sure where Overeem's going to be at now, really, because Rothwell's really not even on the list. So Rothwell should be on the list, in my opinion, if he beats Alistair Overeem, which Alistair Overeem was in the top 10.
I think Alistair Overeem's everybody's talking about him being so physical and stuff in training and shit like that. Yeah, because nobody's really trying to knock you out and knock your head off in training, so you can do all this shit and get away with all this shit.
Right.
And it's like you get into a real-world situation, which I guess his head wasn't even in it, because sources say before the fight even happened, he was making out with some bitch in the hallway, like 10 minutes before the fight. So your head's not even in it. Yeah, so reports are coming out saying that his fucking head wasn't even in the fucking match, bro.
Yeah.
So, if this is true and we get more than one eyewitnesses saying this shit, the cord should be cut. It's time for your ass to get out here, because you're not taking this shit serious. You're coming in here, you're getting your ass fucking knocked out.
They can still make money off him, though. But
no head movement, man. I know his chin's garbage, but I didn't see any head movement or nothing like that. Like a statue, like you said, without PEDs, this guy's fucking lost.
I think, honestly, man, he needs a better boxing coach if he's going to do anything like he was trying to do Friday night, because. Look at Arlovsky. Arlovsky's known for having a chin now these days too. Having a lack thereof, I should say.
Suspect.
And I mean, and he's done pretty good in his last couple. You know what I mean? At protecting the chin and some good boxing, some good striking. I think if Overeem learns that head movement and that some of those science of the boxing game, I mean, it could really help him. Just this. Dynamic, approach or whatever, it's only a matter of time till somebody finds that chin, because his chin is constantly exposed with the uppercut. Ben Rothwell knew it going in. So I think right now I'm going to call it. I think it's the beginning of the end for Alistair Overeem. If he stays in here with top competition, middle of the road competition, he's getting knocked the fuck out, man. I mean, it's sad to say it, but
I'm surprised he hasn't had a pink slip yet. But like you said, they're making money. They're doing like a Czech Congo thing with him because he's got fans up the ass.
Yeah,
not only from America, he's got them overseas, just like Czech Congo did.
Fucking star power, man. Yeah, he's got it. He's got it for sure.
But as far as fighting goes, fighting any top competition in UFC right now, fuck no. Like I said, you got run down to Pound Town, dude. Yeah. You're done. All you're talking, all this shit. You can hurt who you want in your camp. You're only hurting your camp when you do that. Why don't you try to hurt somebody in the fucking cage? Right. It's just, and then I hear this shit about you making out with some chick. Yeah, that's fine. There's all kinds of fucking time to do that. Not during fight night. Fuck.
Yeah, it's silly shit, man. But hey, whatever. Maybe his boner got in the way of the fight, I guess. But hey, man, like I said, I just don't see Overeem's going to get a number 12 or 13 next time in, because he got even lower than that in a Ben Rothwell, and he got his ass kicked. So I mean, in the first round, for fart's sake, I mean, it was barely halfway into the first round. He got knocked the fuck out. I mean, other guys, it took him 3 rounds to get that done. So,
dude, if he went against Derek Lewis right now, who just got freight trained by Matt Mitrione, he would get knocked the fuck out in the first round. I'm right now. If they were to fight, I would put my money on Derek Lewis. Yeah, I have no confidence because Derek Lewis, the only thing he does is headhunt. From what I've seen, that's the only thing he does, and that's what Ben Rothwell was doing, was headhunting. It's just, you just need to hit him one fucking time, dude.
Yeah.
We need to get out a sound effect of glass shattering into a million pieces, dude.
Yeah.
We talk about
Overeem. Get that. Yeah. You're absolutely right, man. Totally. I mean, whatever team he was playing with, I don't know, but I mean, he's in Greg Jackson camp, and that's great. That's fantastic. But I mean, I just don't see what these guys are doing to turn his career around.
Team? What team?
I mean, when I'm starting to really wonder, what's going on with the Greg Jackson camp? You know what I mean? Yeah. Greg Jackson used to be the biggest name. Now you got guys like Longo that are training guys out there. You know what I mean? They look a lot better than the Greg Jackson camp. You know what I mean? Guys like,
They're working on everything instead. You're working on everything. You even got the backup fucking guy in there, fucking Sarah, giving pointers on fucking wrestling. Yeah. So it's like, fuck, man. They're covering all aspects. They want to have champions come out of their camp. So
yeah,
Greg Jackson, it could be another case of, I know fighters get passed by. Maybe camps get passed by. If you don't adapt and overcome and change your shit, you might get passed by too. I don't know. Maybe it's the style he's teaching, or maybe it's the people that he's teaching it to.
Well, another big name too, which in terms of huge camps right now, is like we've talked about, the guy Rafael dos Anjos is training with Rafael Cordero. I mean, that guy is, I said it to him on Twitter, the night after the fight, man. I'm like, my gosh, this guy, awesome job, sir. You're creating killers, man. This guy's everybody he gets his hands on. It's like, my gosh, it turns to fucking gold. He created the Axe Murderer. He got his hands on Verdum. Look what Verdum's been doing. You know what I mean? Granted, it's been 7 years.
Doing kep-ups in the middle of the ring and then throwing a fucking gut shot right after he does it.
Yeah, I love how this guy trains these guys and makes them, just transforms them. Trains different fighters.
And you know what? Overall, if you go on the forums, Fabricio Verdum gets no fucking love, bro. Everybody on the forum, you put Fabricio Verdum against anybody, they will pick the other person every fucking time.
Yeah, I don't.
Dude, I'll throw my paycheck on Fabricio Verdum against JDS right the fuck now. I'll put a paycheck right on it right now.
Yeah.
Fucking
it goes to the ground.
Bar. Yeah, fuck all that. Until fucking I see here JDS got out of his pajamas and got out of his little comfort fucking zone with his fucking Snuggies after he trains and gets into the real fucking camp that's busting his balls, and I see some fucking differences besides him getting his fucking face mangled every other fight, then I'll have confidence back in JDS, because JDS, man, we all call it JDS, man, fucking next champ. Yeah, he became champ, but guess what? The champ got dethroned. And when he came back, he got his face rearranged, and the champ wasn't having anybody. He said, "Go back, get you some training before you come back. Throw away
the fucking Snuggies, man. All right.
Yeah. You come step to me again, I'm gonna bust you up again, bro. Take you to Pound Town. Get the fuck out of here.
Fucking Pound Town, baby. With that in mind, though, let's take a quick break, man, and we'll get to the main event here.
Main event: Dreamcatcher versus Jacare
Souza. Like we said, man, Souza taking on Mousasi.
Disappointing night, man. Disappointing night all the way around when it came to picks, too, man. I shit the bed personally on the picks. So.
Oh, dude. Fucking bed's covered in diarrhea, man. Shit.
Yeah.
Fucking, yeah. I picked a good shot for Derek Lewis. I picked Derek Lewis. We both did. Picked Overeem to pull it out of his ass, you know what I mean? But yeah, I picked Gegard, and not knocking Gegard, but even Gegard himself in post-fight press conference said it himself. He's like, I just was not in this fight like I should have been, which a lot of people would make the argument, that's excuse, whatever excuse, but he didn't seem like he was to me.
No.
You know what I mean? And I'm not going to make excuses for the guy. Ronaldo Souza came here prepared and fucking brought it, and he deserved that win because he got that win. And in my opinion, Souza looked great.
Yeah, he did.
And he is the champion is going to find a very tough time against Ronaldo Souza. I will fucking say that. I will be front and center. If he gets a title shot, Chris Weidman better fucking figure this guy out. Because this
you don't want to go to the Chris Weidman does not want to go to the ground with this guy. Okay? Does not want to go to the ground with him. Standing up, Chris Weidman all fucking day long. But Ronaldo Souza is not going to let that happen, dude. It's like this guy was all over Gegard Mousasi, and Mousasi tried so fucking hard to get this guy off him that he wore himself out.
Yeah.
He wore himself out so much that he was useless in the later part of the fucking rounds, dude. 4 and 5, he was fucking useless. When he was standing up punching, he couldn't have knocked out a fucking fly. That's how tired he was, man. And it was heartbreaking because we both love the Dreamcatcher. We've been watching him. We've been you dedicated a group to this guy. And I'm not saying his days are done, but I don't know if he could go down another weight class. I don't know if it's possible for his body style. But for him to fight a Ronaldo Souza again and be successful, he has got to hit the weights now and hit the weights for a full fucking year. And he's already ripped. But to me, it's either hit the weights or hit a lower weight class.
I'd rather see him at 205, dude, than at 170.
Okay,
because,
there you go. There you go.
Because he's already been at 205 before.
There you go.
Know what I mean?
Yeah, get out of the weight class. If you got to put on poundage, you got to start putting on pounds. Because you go up to like a 205, then you're getting guys that are more that want to stand with you. More guys that are going to stand with you, and they're going to be more in your realm. You know what I'm saying? Because he's going to be
more in their realm too. You know what I mean?
Yeah, well, no, they're going to be...
At the same time, though, he could take them guys down, or, if it hits the deck for some reason, he's got that submission prowess in his wrestling background, too, which he says he needs work on it, but shit, I don't think
we've seen it because he tried his damnedest to work, and he almost got a fucking triangle, man. He almost got a triangle, but Souza, being the fucking master grappler, jiu-jitsu artist that he is, just got right the fuck out of it. Yeah. And to try to work I seen Souza getting a lot of Kimura attempts, which I said this is going to wear Souza out a little bit trying for these attempts, but it wore Gegard out more trying to get out of him. So trying to get him off him, trying to get the crab. He was in the crab guard constantly. He was just working so hard to get Souza's weight off him. And when they were standing up, Souza was hanging on him against the fucking cage. So it was just a very taxing, it just wore fucking Gegard out, man. And hats off to Souza. Yeah, Chris Weidman, if he's going to challenge him, fucking those guys better get the game plan going. Sarah better get the game plan going for him, man. And the game plan, and Longo and Sarah better get the game plan. And the game plan that I see is fucking ultimate takedown defense. Okay,
or back or submission defense.
Yeah, exactly.
From the back, from the back.
Yeah, that too.
Because he's gonna take Chris Weidman down.
Yeah, you're right. You're probably right on that one.
But takedown defense is fucking utmost important too, because if you can fend it off, hell yeah, for sure.
But it was just a disappointing night all the way around, and it just put the cherry on the top when the dream catcher got choked out. Yeah,
it sucks, man. It really sucks. But you know what? He's come back and proved himself with a Munoz fight. This loss might be that fight to kick him in the ass because he's still a young age. In the MMA world, he's still a young age, and he's still a huge name. Brings a lot of people to pay-per-views and and whatnot. I say, back to the grindstone, man. Fucking, figure it out what the fuck it is you got to do.
Mm-hmm.
Whether you need to be more excited for fights, because he always looks so relaxed in there. Maybe he needs to not be so damn relaxed.
Yeah, we were talking about it like he was almost ready to go to sleep when we were picking these fights. It was like, it's just his demeanor. It just looks like he's uninterested, like he wants to take a nap or
Right? Yeah, we're not implying anything. That's just his style. He wants you to. It's almost like he wants you to think that he's tired. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Or thinks that you're a waste of his time, like he's just eased into it. But it's the first time ever I've seen a sense of desperation on Gegard Mousasi, man, because he was fucking scrambling for his life there, bro.
Hey, and you know what? Fucking a great job. You know what I mean? In losing in that fashion, you know what I mean, and just a grueling fight that it was. Hats off. He made it as far as he did. You know what I mean? And I do think he will be back, and he'll get another chance to. I think he'll make another run at the belt. He'll be able to make another run at the belt. You know what I mean? But in terms of the ending of this card, Souza, fucking keep doing what you're doing, man. And Chris Weidman, you better fucking get ready, man. Because if this guy gets, some people are saying, oh, you know what, Souza needs to do another fight or two before he gets a title shot. I don't know.
No,
I think Dana White might either make this happen or one more fight, and it'll happen. But I think Souza gets the winner of Vitor Belfort and Chris Weidman, in my opinion. Which we know he'll be fighting Weidman.
And harking it back to Dreamcatcher, man, shake it off, man. Wash off the win, or wash off the fucking loss, the win. Wash off the loss, fucking scrub it off. Get the loofah out there, Get it out there, the thing that looks like the giant piece of shredded wheat. Get that out there. Fucking scrub that loss off of you. Fucking get back in the fucking training mode and work on your ground game, bro. That's what's lacking. Everything else, he's fucking awesome in. He's, like you said, he's even said it himself after he beat Munoz. He needs to work on his ground game. But since Munoz to this fight, you haven't done it enough. Because you went against probably, if not the best, one of the best jiu-jitsu artists without a gi on. So
in the UFC today,
yes,
I would say, man, at that weight class, I mean, fuck, I right now I think Souza is a fucking freight train. Like we'd mentioned earlier, freight trains. I think Ronaldo Souza is a fucking just a freight train jackhammer. And people better get the fuck out of the way or find a way to get out of the way because I think this guy's... I don't think there's much in his way right now. He's going to hammer shit down. And it doesn't look good for whoever's in his way. Really, man, I think this guy is that good.
Oh, yeah. And that being said, man, let's wrap this up. We got some news coming for you guys. We're going to be just doing some co-promoting soon coming up. We've been talking about it with one of our good friends. We're not going to mention anything now until everything's set in stone, but just be looking for that. We're going to be getting out to more ears and spreading out the illegal elbow message. So stay tuned, people.
Absolutely, man. Steadfast.
Got beer.